Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi ta'ala hadith is Babun al-Muslimu man salim al-Muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadi. This is the chapter of al-Muslimu man salim al-Muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadi. That the Muslim should be safe, the other person and the other Muslim should be safe from your hands and from your tongue and hands. So with this bab, Imam Bukhari rahmatullahi ta'ala mentioned the hadith which is narrated from Abdullah bin Amr and in Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, al-Muslimu man salim al-Muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadi wal-muhajiru man hajara ma nahallahu anhu. So al-Muslimu, the Muslim is the one from whose tongue and hand others are safe, and the muhajir is the one who abstain himself from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbidden. So the definition of the hijrat and the definition of Muslim, both are given here. Bear in your mind that the two things which mentioned here, min alamat al-iman and the alamat al-Muslim, tongue and hands, these are the two organs which we mostly use to get closer to someone or to create problem in the society. These are the two things always. And that's why they both are mentioned. One is your tongue, how you use it. And this is so important. مَا يَلْفِظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. The very strict guidance and instruction is given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Qaf, chapter 50, verse number 18. مَا يَلْفِظُ مِنْ قَوْلٍ إِلَّا لَدَيْهِ رَقِيبٌ عَتِيدٌ. Any single word you utter, there is an observer, is a vigilant observer is recording what you are saying. So to be very careful that what you are saying, Raqibun Atid, a vigilant observer is recording what you are saying. So every single word is recorded. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Hujarat, La yasar qawmun min qawm. Do not make fun of others. Taskhir, making fun. Wala talmizu anfusakum. And don't speak ill about others. Wala tanabadu bil alqab. And don't use offensive nicknames for others. Offensive nicknames. And all what we do with tongue. Talmizu anfusakum. Ill speaking, nicknames. Making fun of others. وَلَا يَغْتَبْ بَعْدُكُمْ بَعْدًا. And backbiting. All these things in Quranic verses in different places mentioned. In the most important, Allah says, قَوْلٌ مَعْرُوفٌ وَمَغْفِرَةٌ خَيْرٌ مِّن صَدَقَةٍ يَتْبَعُهَا أَذًى. The charity which you give to someone, the mal, the wealth you give to someone, and this help and support, the physical help and support is followed by iza, by hurting the feeling of someone. Allah says, better than this is qawlun ma'rufun, a beautiful, nice word you say to someone. Your kind, your nice word, nice speaking to someone. The comfort you give with your words. Allah says, qawlun ma'rufun wa maghfirah khayrun. This is better. Many times better in reward. Min sadaqatin yatba'uha adha, than any sadaqah, any charity which followed by iza. So the Sahabi came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, qala ya Rasulullah, inna shara'i al-Islami qad kasurat alayya. The laws of Islam are so many, ya Rasulullah. Kasurat alayya. You know, like you burden someone, say so many, I'm an ordinary person. I can't remember all of them. Kasurat alayya. Fa'akhbirni bishayin. Tell me something. Atashabbathu bihi. Tell me something so I hold it fast. Something easy I can hold it. I hold fast. Qala, to this person who was asking, Ya Rasulullah, I'm an ordinary person, need something to prevent my iman, to live in the society as a good Muslim. But the Prophet ﷺ said, Farmaya, La yazalu lisanuka radban min zikrillah. Keep your tongue wet with the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Means you stop your tongue from using bad language, from using it for backbiting, using for offensive nicknames, for ill speaking, hurting the feeling of someone. If you really want to protect your iman, to control your iman, and live in a society as a decent person, la yazalu lisanuka ratbun min dhikrillah. So, having all these things, this is so important. Sometimes we take it very easy. I said only one word to you, why you are so angry? And we call someone with a very offensive nickname, very ill speaking sometime. And he said, why you are angry? No. You take it light. But your speaking is so important to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you say only La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, from kufr you become to iman. You say to an ordinary lady, how should one become your wife, your partner? Just by speaking few words with your tongue. Your wife become completely strange to you. Talaqtuki, when you use this word. With single word, the wife becomes strange. The strange become your wife. The bay' and shara, dealing in the market. All these things. The whole business of the world is run by this tongue. So you have to be very careful how you are using it. Most of our problem in the society with our relatives is with this. And then how we try to cover it, his heart is very clean. But heart, I can't see heart. What he is doing is completely hurtful. Very painful what he is saying. He is accusing me. The way he is speaking, it hurts my feeling. But we want to compensate it and we want to cover it by his heart is very clean. But heart, I can't see heart. What is in the heart of mine, it should express through my tongue, through my language. So this is not excuse that you hurt someone, you damage the personality of someone, you damage the credibility of someone, you speak in very offensively or with all, and then you try to cover it. Though I am very harsh, but my heart is very clean. It's a very common excuse we use in our society. This is not an excuse. Allah says, قَوْلٌ مَعْرُوفٌ خَيْرٌ وَمَغْفِرَةٌ خَيْرٌ. So, these things we have to remember. There are many other ahadith which supporting this, but only for today, this very short period, the first part. وَالْمُهَاجِرُ مَنْ هَجَرَ مَا نَهَى اللَّهُ عَنْهُ. Regarding the muhajir, you know there is a hijratul makan, when you have to migrate from one place to other. And this is very common. But in hijratul amal, the hijratul amal is to leave one action. Hijratul makan, this is very common, we know very commonly. But hijratul amal, here and the Prophet ﷺ mentioned. What is hijratul amal? Wal muhajiru ma nahallahu anhu. The hijrah is to leave what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbidden. This hijratul amal is actual hijrah. And this is the hijrah which is mentioned in this hadith, that you become muhajir, you will get the reward of muhajir if you prevent yourself from anything which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forbidden. This hijratul amal is very important. And without this hijratul amal, let's say you do the hijratul makan. Hijratul makan means you move from one place to other place. You move from London to Makkah. This is hijratul makan. But this moving to Makkah, the best place in the surface of earth, and you are living in the Jawar of Haram, very next to the Haram, where the namaz increase, the reward of everything increase, the reward of namaz and salat is increased, yes? But with all this hijrah, what you used to do before, all you are doing there. Bad language, bad attitude, earning haram, eating haram, hurting the feeling of people. But this hijrah will benefit you. So hijratul makan will benefit you when you have a hijratul amal. So the actual hijrat is hijratul amal. Means when you change your character, this is the real hijrah. When you leave the bad thing, move from bad thing to good thing, then the movement of one place in other place will help you. If you move from one place to other place, just to change your action, to change your environment, because sometimes the people leave the area, they think this area is very bad for my children, their akhlaq, their character, there are so many crimes here. Now you did the hijratul makan, but the actual purpose of this hijratul makan was hijratul amal. The basic motive behind this hijrah was also hijratul amal. They should learn good akhlaq, they should learn good character, they should not be affected with this drug environment, with this crime environment. So that's why say, well, hijratu man hajara man halla anhu. The actual hijrah will, and the real hijrah where you can benefit from any hijrah or from any migration is the hijrah for al-amal, moving from bad actions to good actions. If you have this, even if you are living in a bad place, you have the hijratul amal, you will reward it. But if you don't have hijratul amal, if you move to the best holy place, but your amal is not changed, you will not benefit from this hijrah. Actual hijrah is the changing in your personality, in your character, in your akhlaq, in your behavior, in your language. That's why they both mentioned together. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم لا تدع لنا ذنبا إلا غفرت ولا دينا إلا قضيت ولا هما إلا فرجت ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا هي لنا صلاة ولك رضا إلا قضيتها يا رب العالمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.